Zoe. I'm the Tipsy Psychic, and today we're going to talk about the compatibility between a Pisces, Aries, Cusp, and a Scorpio. The start of your journey together is often the most difficult part because there is so much doubt and wariness. It's hard to actually let yourselves have faith and just see where it goes. And it can feel kind of lonely at first. But others do notice your relationship and they're very influenced by it. You have an impact, and that's the real deal. That is serious, but it doesn't mean that you have to take everything so seriously. Live a little with your Scorpio. Don't get bogged down by heavy emotions. Everything you do with a Scorpio is for a reason. Don't let things get lost in translation. Ask yourself why you are the way you are with a Scorpio. Your Scorpio angers easily. They can really let their feelings fester, and eventually they erupt like a volcano. Don't just be all talk. Don't just talk about the things that you are going to do. You have to do things. You have to put things into action. If you say you're going to do it, then do it. Don't just say I love you. Show them how you feel. You see, words don't matter as much to a Scorpio in this relationship. Your dynamic is very profound and very emotional, but that doesn't mean that your feelings make complete sense. In fact, it's kind of funny how much you express yourselves and you still keep so much to yourself. You really bottle things up. You don't have to check on your Scorpio all the time. You just need to trust them and surrender to destiny because you are destined to meet. Anxiety can get in the way of happiness. Don't let it. You don't have to win every battle. Pick your battles. You don't have to be right all the time. Pay attention to what triggers your Scorpio and then avoid those triggers at all cost. Taking care of things can be prioritized over sitting down and actually talking about them. You need to have some difficult conversations first so that you can be on the same page and then have a good time and be free. This part can take a second, but when you get past it, all these awesome possibilities open up and you can love your Scorpio even more deeply. It can feel like you're on a leash sometimes with the Scorpio. You need to nurture yourself through growth and transformation. And your Scorpio may not give you enough space to actually evolve. It can feel suffocating and it can make you feel like you need to break free. You don't like to feel stuck. Your love for each other is infinite and it can feel like a telenovela sometimes. But that just turns you both on even more. So many twists and turns and romantic moments. It's sexy. What you see is what you get. Learn to appreciate what you have and smile. Focus on the positive. The more you try to make your Scorpio do stuff, the more they will kind of strengthen their hold on you. It seems to make them need you more. So it's best to just be happy with your Scorpio as they are now instead of trying to get them to be different or change them or fix something about them or ask them to do something differently later. It will only backfire on you. Your Scorpio and you are a lot alike. They could be your twin flame. It's like looking in the mirror almost. And sometimes that means that you might see your flaws reflected back to you. And that is something that you may not be very comfortable with. Like, I would hate to date another me, but I still love myself. You're very intuitive and you're unpredictable. You don't think about everything you're gonna do ahead of time. Scorpios can get pretty caught up on doing things for a reason, and you don't have to have a reason. Your intentions aren't something you tend to think about ahead of time. Depression can be a problem for this couple, especially when you get serious. Marriage will have its dark moments. It can be stressful. That doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Things can go extremely well. A Scorpio spouse will bring you plenty of happiness. I mean, and the good usually outweighs the bad. However, when things are bad, they just seem to get worse and worse. And it eventually leads to this couple's destruction. So I'm not saying you're doomed, but I am saying kind of monitor how things are going on a scale, you know, and notice if there's a decline on when it gets to like bad, you know. Like, just, you know, feel it out. Because usually there comes a point where it's like there's a sinking point. It's like quicksand. And to avoid getting to that point, don't get caught up in their motives and start asking why. Because that's not going to get you anywhere. You don't have to keep all your thoughts to yourself. You can share what you're going to do with your friends and your family. Honesty should be a priority. Open up. Expect to feel betrayed by your Scorpio, even if it's in a subtle way. Neither one of you is self-aware enough to usually handle some of the twists you may encounter. Sex addiction can become an issue for you lovers. Sex can become an escape instead of dealing with problems in a healthy way. This also adds an extra attachment layer, which can make heartbreak 10 times worse. You influence each other deeply. If you don't want to disappoint anyone, then it's important that you don't isolate your relationships. Let people in on it, because keeping everything inside can really wear you out after a while. You and your Scorpio get each other. Your love life isn't a game to you. Intimacy is very important for your relationship to remain healthy, and it's incredibly fulfilling. You don't like to follow the rules, and it can feel like a trap sometimes. It's hard for you to really want to settle down and get married, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. Monogamy can be difficult for this match. You both can get pretty depressed and feel lost. It's natural, but you may not be able to be there for each other. With both of you going through something at the same time, they may not be able to give you the support that you need at times. You're both sensitive beings. Your values and your moral code really does play a part in how things turn out. So you need to get really clear on them. You both believe in honoring each other. You have an empathic bond and your emotions are linked. It also makes you very sexually compatible and things can get pretty erotic and steamy. It's very rewarding. You don't trust each other easily, which can make you feel like you both are on a leash. And it's natural to go behind each other's back with that kind of dynamic. What you need is for your Scorpio to be their own person and be independent. And at the same time, you need to know that they have your back. Is your Scorpio that person? Because that relationship deserves a trophy. Thank you for watching. If you are a Scorpio or you were born on the cusp of Pisces and Aries, please comment below. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Have you ever dated each other? I would love to hear your story. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. Bye.